outside my kitchen window as I'm making myself a hot cup of coffee to start the morning. It is snowing out for this January day, Saturday in 2023. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. The garden is just blooming and getting so full. Each of the beds are just changing and growing, and things are just filling out. This month of May has been a little dry, but the dew on the grass has been keeping everything moist, and the compost that we put in the garden beds have been retaining the moisture in the soil. So things have been coming forth and just looking really, really good. The trees are starting to leaf out, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful morning here in the garden. First harvest of the season, these microgreens, and I got it from the Dollar Tree store, and it was so wonderful. I just threw out the seeds in this spot, and they are growing so lusciously that I've been able to actually harvest a wonderful salad, and I've been eating them for a while now. It's almost like cut and come again, and I am so thrilled because they are very much delicious and spicy. Of the orange mint here in this container, and the apple mint in this one. But right now we can see that the lemon balm is growing in. We have some more lemon balm here as well, and this is sage. Sage is looking really good. The sage, and over here what I wanted to show you, that the radishes that I had planted over in March, I believe, or turnips, the turnips, the carrots, the radishes, so here the radishes there, they're coming up. And we can definitely see the turnips the carrots. You can see the row carrots. Over here I planted the California poppies. And they're coming up there, the California poppies. And the beets. These are beet seeds. Right there. Those are beet seeds coming up. So the beets are coming up as well. This is another sage plant. I just moved it from that bed. That's from last year and put it in the corner. It looks really good there. And then we have some more radishes. I don't see the carrots. Well, there are a few carrots. You can see the carrots intermingled there. And kale. These are the kale that's coming up here, along with other things as well. So as they grow in, we will weed out the things that aren't productive. Now I had mint here. So this is spearmint from last year and the chocolate mint growing in from last year. Now this is what excites me right here, this section. This is from the Dollar Tree seeds that they had there for microgreens. And I just had some left back and I just sprinkled them here. So these are the seeds from the microgreens, which are actually literal plants, little seeds. What I'm hoping is that they will continue to grow up and this will be a greens bed and I can actually eat the salad, create salads from this. And you can see the different types of leaves here, and we'll be able to identify them and pick the greens. I have these garden bean bush blue lake 47 burpee seeds, and I have this packet for about 2 years now, and I am going to plant out these seeds today while the ground is moist, and then later on I will plant out some more. So I'm thinking of a succession of plantings. I'm going to plant this first batch out, and then later on, maybe a month later, plant the next batch of garden beans, string beans, and so on, so that I'll have string beans throughout the season versus just having it at one time. And I think it will work. I think that this will work because it's 58 days to harvest. It says it's container friendly. Let's see. Sow in average soil in full sun after danger of frost, spring to early summer, in rows 18 to 30 inches apart. Sow seeds about 3 inches apart and cover with 1 inch of fine soil. Firm lightly, keep evenly moist. Seedlings emerge in 7 to 14 days. Thin to stand about 6 inches apart when seedlings are 1 to 2 inches tall. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sow them now, and in 7 to 14 days I should see some germination going on there, and then I'll be able to harvest by late June possibly. And then I can sow the next batch of seeds too. I think this is a good idea, especially now while I'm waiting for the warm weather vegetable crops to come in. I am going to plant out some string beans, dill, beets, and kale here in this garden area. I am over by what was the herbal herbal tea garden, and since I see here that these have done very well, the turnips, beets, carrots, seedlings, I decided that I am going to plant some more while we wait for the tomatoes and the peppers to come out. So I've decided that I'm going to plant the beets here in a row, right here in this beautiful compost, and let them live here for now. And then when they're finished, I can pull them out. So here are the seeds, and they're nice and big, so it's going to be easy for me to just drop these seeds here. In the ground. I don't know what that is. And I'm just going to cover it in lightly. Cover them in. And definitely mark it so I'll remember that they are here. So I think I'll put it right here. That's my row of string beans. So I'm going to do another row on this side here of the string beans. I think it'll look cute. Since I have more seed. I actually have enough seed that I think that I can go all around this bed. That would be cute, I think. So let me just carry the seed all around the bed. I have this left. So hopefully this will they will come in, and I will have string beans. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just now cover them in. It rained last night, so the ground is moist, and this is compost that I purchased. So they're being planted directly in the compost. Oops. It has been very dry here, but I'm so thankful for the rain because now it allows me to seed in these vegetables now. So I have seeded in the string beans all the way around, and that's good. So I think I'm going to just add the kale and the beets. So these are the beets, and the beets are a little more easier, I think. Let me put this down so that I can. The dill seeds are a little bit more refined, so I am just going to scatter them in this area amongst the onions, and these are the forget-me-nots. So I'm going to just scatter them in here with them because the dill seeds are very, very small. Do you see that? They're very delicate. So let's see how well I can do this. I think I'm going to have to put it in my hand. Oh my goodness. It pretty much just flew out of my hand. But I'm going to just kind of press it in here. And we'll see what comes of it. Also here on my deck, I have my herb here, basil, that I planted from seed with my Dollar Tree seeds, and it's getting larger. I have plenty of different plants here. Each one of them is a plant, and if I were to separate it, I would have a fresh plant. But I kind of like this full look in the pot. I like how it looks like that, and I can use it as a cut and come again, which I have done in the past. So I will have plenty of basil for cooking and enjoyment, and I even add it into my teas when I blend it with other mints. It just gives a different bite, a different taste. So something that I want to show you here is this pot planter that I put together, and it's amazing because the white base is a planter that I had purchased like 20 or so 30 years ago actually, and the blue I got I would say about 5 years ago, but the bottom cracked because it's ceramic. And I then bought that next bowl in, and I had it in another part of the garden, but I decided that it fits so well here in this planter that I would put it here. And I decided that I would rescue some of these plants here that were in different parts of the garden but not getting their full light and sun and help. And so I'm just pleased at how it's turning out and filling out here on the deck. It's perfect. And I like also how it matches the cushions as well. Looking very, very pretty. Now in these two pots are my mints, my spearmint and also orange mint. And in this is my perennial mix, and it's about to bloom, and I believe that this is a bachelor button. So we're going to have some flowers soon, and I'm curious to see what type of flower is going to show up here, what color. And I can see a flower. Isn't that beautiful? I love how it looks with the violas. And I know I will have zucchini soon. Also, the watermelon is growing and is gaining its second leaves. So this area is going to be very full in just a matter of time. The other thing that I like about this section is that the peppers, the sweet peppers, are flowering too, and they will soon be producing beautiful green peppers. I know I do fill up the beds with a lot of things, and I added to this bed the cabbage. I think it's going to look cute having the cabbage here at the corner. Hopefully the slugs won't devour them. I'm going to give them a chance here. I also have some squash and patty pan and other things in this bed too, but my hope is that I will just push them over into this section and that they will be like a trellis for the vines. This corner, I had planted zucchinis last year and they did fantastic. Well, this year is no exception. I am now gaining, look at that, flowers here on my zucchini plants. And this time I decided to plant 1, 2, 3 of them. So there's going to be a lot of zucchini in my home, and I'll have enough to give away. I also planted some squash and patty pan here in this bed so that it can trail on top of the shrubs here in the front garden. when it is cold like this, it really is a good time to start to dream and think about what one wants to do for the seasons ahead. Yeah, spring, summer, winter, and definitely now for this winter time that we're experiencing, the winter sowing is on my mind. So gathering my seeds together and really thinking about, well, what is next? What do I want to see in the garden? What do I want to sow? For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.